Всем привет, друзья! Мы продолжаем играть Kingdom Come. Это у нас 11 серия. Так, сейчас дайте-ка немного освежу память. Что у нас по журналу, что нам нужно сделать? Так. Кто-то вербует обычный люд в армию. Такие домыслы у пана Рацика нужно выяснить. Так. Спроси хозяина корчмы в созаве о вербовщиках. Все, это ближе всех, пойдем к нему. Так, Б у нас на этом. Опа! Ага, все, вот он нашел. Так, а кто корчмарь нужен? А, корчмарь, вот он. Ну, рассказывай.
Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
And what's your idea of suspicious?
Have you heard of anyone looking to hire some rough men?
Mercenaries, you mean?
Yes.
There were some fellows conspiring here in the corner twice a week, and others coming and going. They didn't look entirely respectable, but they never made any trouble.
And what happened to them?
I don't know, they just stopped coming. And I haven't seen hide nor hair of them since.
You haven't heard anything about where they went?
How could I have? They just stopped coming, and that's that.
Where do you think they might be meeting now?
How should I know? I'm an honest innkeeper, not a man at arms. They could be meeting at another inn. They could be meeting in the woods by the light of the moon, for all I know.
Is there any way I'll recognize them?
Unquenchable thirst. They drank like fish. They were rough-looking too, big-bearded and scruffy. Aside from that, they mostly kept to themselves.
That's not much help. What did they do while they were waiting for someone?
They drank. And they played dice.
Логично.
I do remember there were always dice on the table.
So they were fond of dice, were they? And where would you find a game around here?
Anywhere there's dice and usually drink. That's all you need for a game. Although it dawns on me now, I never saw Simon with those men, oddly enough. He's got a nose for drunken dice players with a coin to lose.
Simon who?
Why, the young miller. He runs Catzick Mill. Neighbours are always slandering him for trafficking, but who knows? Maybe he just has a knack for business.
You don't know where I might find some more dishonourable folk?
And why would you want them? You'll set tongues wagging about you.
But they'd be the ones to know what reputable townsfolk don't.
I grant you that. Well, we don't have an executioner, just a knacker. But he's an odd fellow. Like any knacker, I suppose. And there's some strange tales about Miller Simon, too. But I'd say it's just jealousy.
What can you tell me about the knacker?
Decent folk don't talk about him. He deals in carcasses.
I was hoping you'd tell me a bit more than that.
Why should I care about him? He lives in a house by the church, and that's all I know. And all I'll say.
What can you tell me about Simon?
There's not much to tell. He runs Catzick Mill, and some say thieves meet there at night. But isn't there gossip about every miller? I don't think he's a sinner. But only God knows for sure.
Anything else?
You might not find him at the mill. He's a busy man, always out and about making some deal or other. And he likes to throw dice, especially when he sees a fat purse hanging on a drunken belly.
Thank you for the help.
Not at all. But why off so soon? Sit down for a tankard or a bite to eat. Take care now.
Чё-то я вообще нифига не понял. Что мы разузнали? Что есть какие-то типы, которые там любят прибухнуть, поиграть в кости. Про живодера мы узнали кое-какую информацию. Надо теперь у него поспрашивать. Ну ладно. Так. Это у нас... кожевник. Блин, ну не знаю куда. Ладно. И раз уж начали с корчмы, будем по корчмам ездить. Поспрашиваем. Так, кто из вас корчмарь? Ты корчмарь? Ёб твою мать, что с тобой? О боже, нет, все нормально. Так. Горожанин. Чё, чуваки, кто выигрывает? Классно, но уматная тема. Что у тебя выпадет сейчас? Ну чё, братуха, выкладывай бабки, ты проиграл. Ладно, так. Где корчмар-то, ё-моё? Вот он ты, да? Здорово, командир.
God's save. What can I do for you?
Let me have some grub.
Welcome, Henry.
I'm looking for some people you might know something about.
If they come here to drink, maybe. But I won't aid you in any mischief.
I've heard some rough men come here looking to recruit. Have they ever stopped in to eat or drink, or to arrange something?
There were some brawlers that used to fight behind the tavern, but they raised such a commotion, I went and complained, and the town watch drove them off somewhere.
I wasn't thinking about that lot. I'm looking for recruiters that hire mercenaries and other cutthroats.
Don't know about that. Every once in a while, a merchant will hire some help or an escort, but nothing more. Nobody comes here regular. I'd notice if they did.
Do you happen to know where the brawlers you complained about moved on to?
I've not got the slightest inkling. I'm just glad all the shouting stopped. It scared the horses in the stables.
You haven't heard talk of any scoundrels in town?
Well, I have heard some things, but I can't say if they're true or not. There's some that talk just to hear the sound of their own voices.
And who's the most frequent topic of that kind of gossip?
Miller Simon. They say he's rich with coin, and it's not from the mill. But that's nonsense. Folk just don't know how much a mill can earn.
Anyone else?
Aye, there's talk of the knacker giving people the evil eye, or them that's not in bailiff's good graces. But I don't suppose that's what you want to know.
Thank you, innkeeper.
Not at all. Would you like something to eat or drink?
I've heard it's not quite as lively here as it once was.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Guess they're always making merry when there's a drink to be had.
That's not quite what I meant. I'd heard there were some stable boys staying here for a long while looking for work, but it took too long and they took to causing trouble.
True, but that's nothing new. No, the thing is there's not many wagons coming through at all. Folk are afraid to travel far in case they get done in by some cutthroats or, God forbid, have their wagons requisitioned by some army.
So there are fewer travellers, and some of them must be a little unsavoury.
I take anyone who turns up. They come one day and leave the next, maybe with someone else. Past few weeks I've only had trouble with one who skipped off without paying.
He just vanished, without a word.
Well, he said he lost all his silver to the miller, and he had to go and see him about something. Only he never came back. left all his belongings here.
Do you still have them?
Of course not. I sold them all a few days later when he didn't come back. The buyer's gone now too, before you ask. But there wasn't much there in any case. The seller didn't even cover his bill.
Satisfied?
Так, ну здесь...
God be with you, Henry.
I've heard it's not quite a...
Так, это...
True.
So there are...
Я то же самое
I take it.
запустил.
Thank you. I
Тут я
wanted to
тоже
ask
все
you...
спросил, да? Да, тут тоже все
Thank you,
спросил.
innkeeper.
Not at all.
Ладно,
Good luck.
здесь мы закончили общаться. Теперь можно ехать в ту часть. Как раз с живодером и с кожевником пообщаться. Погнали. Да, угадай, сейчас опять чувак с мотыгой выйдет. Я же говорил. Я уже выучил этого типа. Независимо ночью ехать или днем, он все равно выйдет. Он маньяк, он следит за мной. Сукин сын. Так. Так, ага. К живодеру почти доехали. А, стоп, это уже прям здесь. Окей.
Good day, Henry.
Здорово, здорово. Оп. Не понял. В чем здесь живодер? Блять, не понял. Только что здесь была буква Б. Вокруг сплошное наедалово. Что там сказал? Кто там?
Answer me.
Отвечай. Это. Ой, не-не-не. Дай выйду. Ни хрена себе. Двери автоматически, ништяк, мажорят. Могильчик. Охуеть. Ты что ли? Ты мне нужен.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Are you the local knacker?
I'm the local grave digger. But if there aren't any burials to take care of, I'll turn me hand to knackering.
Well, then you might know a lot of things that others don't.
I'm a decent man. Not always honest, but decent.
Опа.
Anything fishy going on in these parts?
Кались.
There certainly is. Candles are being stolen from the church, as brazen as that. What sort of people do that?
Ah, but have you heard of anyone around here hiring adventurers and bandits?
How would I know that? Most people avoid talking to me. I don't even go to the tavern much these days.
And what's been happening in Sasau lately?
Nothing interesting. Except maybe that bitch being slaughtered.
What?
Чё?
Who was she, a villager? I wouldn't call that nothing interesting.
No, I mean a dog bitch. It was a while back, but they called me to clear it up.
What happened?
The dog looked like she'd been hacked to bits. They were scared it was some demon, but as far as I could see, someone took a sword or an axe to her.
Why on earth would anyone do that?
What do I know? Maybe he was snooping around where he shouldn't, and the bitch went for him. I hear there was some dog-bitten fellow being cared for at the monastery. Only they kept him there on account of a broken leg.
Опа,
Maybe that's the same one.
нихуя себе. Чё за открывается-то, а?
Thank you. I'll be going now.
Very well. Feel free to stop by any time. People shy away from me, except when there's a death, or the cesspit's full.
Farewell.
Так, что сделать? Чё, кому помочь? Угу. Понял. Так. Спроси рано буяна вербовщиков. А здесь что? Спроси мельника Симона о вербов. Ебать, я чё? Мельник забыл посреди леса где-то там. Ну, я, конечно, не знаю, что там, но мне кажется, что там лес. На карте примерно видно, что там лес. Погнали. Так, кожевник. Блин, как мне проехать-то, так сказать. Да ладно, блядь, серьезно? Сивка, ну ёб твою за ногу, блядь. Ай, да пошла тут. Зато по сопкам, блядь, через кусты скачешь, блядь. Двухметровый, как делать нехер. Такая грязь вот кажется на дороге, как лошадь не скользит, не знаю.
Is something the matter?
Да, нужно
My
разузнать
respects to
кое-что.
you.
Tanner, I've heard all's not well with you.
It's better now. I must have eaten something bad.
No, I mean you've complained about some ruffians raising hell behind your house.
Aye, true enough. That lot's been a thorn in my side. And when I went to tell them to take it elsewhere, they nearly beat me to a pulp.
When are they there?
Nearly every evening. Every god-forsaken evening. Shouting and bellowing there till nightfall. And then they leave. Probably to get drunk.
Что за прикол? За домом стоять и шуметь, а потом
How many
идти
of them are
бухать.
there?
Надо сразу идти бухать, а потом
How would I
уже
know?
идти шуметь. Так
They make
правильно?
as much noise as a herd of wild boar in rutting season.
And did they all attack you?
Aye. They knocked the stuffing right out of me.
Подонки.
And nobody does the thing about it?
I've been to the bailiff, but he couldn't give a rat's arse. There's no commotion under his window, so what does he care?
That's quite a bailiff you've got.
A scarecrow would
Ништяк,
keep better order.
If you want, I'll take care of them.
Well, you look like you could move mountains, but there are several of them and just one of you.
Perhaps we'll be able to settle things peacefully.
Maybe. They might think twice before kicking your arse.
Да сейчас, блядь, по-любому отметили.
Perhaps I can reason with them. It doesn't have to come to blows.
Well, break a leg, lad. Or better yet, don't. But if you manage to pull it off, you'll get your reward. Don't worry. Farewell.
Ну все, я погнал пиздюливаться. Сейчас, блядь, прилетит. Так. Это вот с теми, что ли? Компашкой стоит. Я правильно
I'll be
понял?
with you, Henry.
Так. Стоп. Чё, не понял? Не понял. Как будто вот на этот дворик указывает. Херня какая-то. Мне кажется, это вон те вот товарищи, которые стоят. Других-то нету. Ладно, пойдем пообщаемся, что скажет. Сейчас я им скажу, пацаны. Ну. Пень, здорово, епта. О. Ты знаешь что-нибудь о вербовщике?
I heard that someone's looking for men willing to do anything. Do you know anything about that?
Willing to do anything? Meaning what? Something filthy like helping the knacker? I wouldn't know. Go and ask someone else.
That's not what I meant, but all
Ты
right.
чё быдлишь-то?
What happened with the tanner?
Nothing out of the ordinary. He came to test his mettle like everyone, but he couldn't even get past young Weed. Then he started whining about getting his money back because we tricked him, so we threw him out. He came back a few times after that complaining about all the shouting, ordered us to bugger off
Ну да, вот
elsewhere.
они.
But you didn't.
No. And when he got really annoying, he got a punch in the mouth, and he hasn't been back since. Doesn't dare to. But it didn't shut that big mouth of his. Farewell.
И чё? Кто у вас главный, блядь? С кем общаться нахуй?
Good health to you.
I've heard that someone's looking for men willing to do anything. Do you know anything about it?
If I knew you better, I might tell you. But as things stand...
Ох, блядь, какой высокомерный. Прям с таким, блядь, задратым лицом говорит. Типа, чё, брат, ты что?
What went on with the tanner?
When things got lively, I wasn't here. The others were, though. Go ask them.
Блядь, все съезжают.
My respects to you, sir.
Разговор начинается неплохо. Мое почтение, рад тебя видеть или вся херня. Задаешь первый вопрос. Йоу, не твое дело, ты чё, вообще типа начинается. А потом второй вопрос, что... Нет, не в курсе.
I heard
Спроси
someone was
другого.
looking for men willing to do anything. Do you know anything about it?
Maybe. I work in the quarry, and they're always looking for extra hands to replace them that's got something broken.
That's not what I meant, but thanks. Why did you thrash the tanner?
Because he came by one day, lost his money, and then started on about how we cheated him and ought to give him back his coin. He was a right pest.
He told me that you jumped him when he asked you to stop making a racket behind his house.
Well, that's sort of true. But he didn't start complaining until he lost his money. Before that, he didn't bother him.
Вон чё как вскрывается.
Take care now.
И чё? Сорняк, ёпта.
Good day to you.
I heard that someone was looking for men willing to do anything. Do you know anything about that?
No, but I'm always the last to hear of anything like that. I'll ask Punch. He'd know.
А, короче, кулак у них центральный, понял.
I heard you gave him quite a
Ну
beating.
ладно, все равно спрошу.
It's his own damn fault.
Really? He just came to tell you to go elsewhere.
That's what he told you? Bollocks! He came of his own accord. It was him started the fuss, after he'd lost all his money.
Ну, короче, получается...
I wouldn't think he'd have it in him.
He tried, but he didn't have much luck. He does pack a punch. But landing it in the right place, ha! I'm not surprised he's got no children.
Шутка зашла.
Farewell.
А кожевник нет. Ха! 2 из 2. Короче, получается, что кожевник-то балабол. Тут как бы все под... Ну или они в сговоре, конечно. Хер его знает. Ладно, сейчас выясним.
I'm looking for work, and I've heard someone around here wants fearless men. Do you know anything about it?
I've heard they might be looking for a new knacker. So if you're not afraid of carcasses and the occasional pile of shite.
Thanks, but no thanks. Word has it someone's hiring mercenaries and other fighters.
Ah, well, you've heard more than I.
Блять, каждый говорит вообще не то, что мне нужно. Никто не в теме.
The tanner sent me. He says you've been causing a commotion at night, and I thought I might convince you to stop.
Ha! So all his whining finally found a friendly ear, did it? Let me tell you something first, whelp. I'm the bailiff's man, and we're not doing anything wrong here. Old Lederman's only been whining like that since he lost a bit of silver. Didn't bother him before that.
He told me different.
Ha! Of course he did. Otherwise no one would help him. Go ahead and ask the lads. They'll tell you the same. It's God's honest truth.
I'll take you at your word. But what should I do now?
The way I see it, you've got two choices. Screw that old liar and leave him be, or get down to business.
What do you mean, get down to business?
Well, you may think you're pretty tough, and if you give us all a thrashing, we might think it over. But then again, we're no strangers to a hard fight.
If I break your arm, then you won't be coming here for a while, will you?
But I'm a fair fellow, so I'll make you an offer. If you enter our tournament and win, which means beating us all, then we'll go elsewhere. If you don't win, then you're flat out of luck and have to leave. That's not so bad, is it?
What are you doing here?
Nothing special. Just a little evening wrestling. It's good for your back and digestion. And your purse too, if you know your business.
If I wanted to join in, what would I have to do?
It's pretty simple. First you have to beat Weed. He's that not too dangerous looking fella there. But some nights, he gets a good rest and he's got God on his side. Then you can try one of those three. Doesn't matter which. And if you whip all three, you can test your mettle against me. Fair enough?
So the last match is with you?
That's right. They say a bout with me is no joke. Just bad humours.
I want to get better at fist fighting.
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Isn't that quite a lot? Are we agreed?
That's not enough. Agreed. Now listen up. God be with you.
И чё? Все? Типа я прошел курс, я могу херачиться или чё? Ладно.
I want to fight you.
What did I tell you? First beat Weed,
А,
and those three
все,
clowns.
понял. Короче, надо с
Then I'll
прокатом.
have time. Got it? God be with you.
Все, понял. Ну ладно, хорошо. Давай, ну.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Давай.
Take care now.
Сейчас мне на это напинает, бля.
Kurva face.
Чё, курва фейс? Так, стоп. Что он сказал? Нихера ему залетел. Короче, я понял, этот... Братуха, я как бы не хотел. Братан, я как бы не хотел, но реально не специально. Кто следующий, сучки? Я понял, короче, это тип, он типа слабый. Ты на нем отрабатываешь удары и его разносишь. Сейчас следующий будет вообще дикий, по-любому. Давай драться, нахуй.
You look pretty good. But I'm betting it was just luck.
We'll see.
Take care now.
Он мне сейчас точно нахерачит. О. Я же говорю, этот уже пожестче тип. Он уже там что-то типа пытается. Игра закончилась. А, игры закончились. О! Очнулся, сорняк, ёпты. Я думал, ты сдох. Иди нахуй. Все, подожди, я восстановлюсь его. О, нормально ему залепение. Ну, блин. Нормально. Тихо, братуха. Тише. Смотри, он самолет летит. На, сука. Ты, блядь, чё ложнулся, блядь? На тебя. Черт ты, блядь. Не понял, а чё стражник ходит? Ёбаный, ты сам. Чё круто? Да чё ты здесь шаришься? Свали нахер, блядь, только отвлекаешь нам. Мешаешь, чёрт. Давай. Блять, я же ему пол хп снес, ну чё за... Сука. Съебитесь нахер отсюда, вы чё, блядь? Мешаете нам. Вот сейчас стражника зацеплю, все, пиздец. Отправляйся в тюрьму нахер. Тихо. Получено время в общем. Неплохо. Здесь надо было с утра прийти, вообще ничего не вижу. Слишком темно. На! Давай, уже почти отмутохал. Ну. Вступай в бойцовский клуб, блядь. Тайлер Дерден, блядь. Уже почти, блядь. Братан, я железный, меня не пробить. Блять, вообще крепс остался. Давай, пес. Слушай, пса слышу. Так, тихо, выносливость вообще. Мало. Ты что уходишь? Иди сюда, сука. Блять. Ёбаный ты. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Ты сам понял, что ты проиграл. Надо платить за проигрыш. Что там происходит? Что, остался ты, получается? Да? Сорняка я победил. Ничего. Финальная битва. Давай драться. Неплохо, но дальше будет сложнее. Да и, блядь, я не сомневался. Все пиздец, сейчас у меня точно не будет. Все, меня сейчас к себе не подпустят, и все тупо. Сейчас будет это на час, блядь, затянуть. Так, тихо, 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 тихо. О, очнулся, братишка. Да иди нахуй, а! Блять, матрица нахуй целая, блядь. Замедляющие эффекты, блядь. Серьезно? Отправляй салат? Что за станок? Что не так? Я вообще не вижу. Тут возле факела таких херачится. Хоть я бы лук достал, но, блядь, это уже... Тут может стража прибежать. Ну, типа, бери оружие, хуй ты говоришь. Ой, я ему заехал, нихера себе. Тихо-тихо. О, заехал, еще ништяк, ништяк. Потихоньку сейчас вынесем. Блять, а. Аж почернел в глазах. Пошел ты нахер, козел. Лучше мы повезем оружие. Шибись, блядь. Что я... А, если на тебе шею. И нахуй, блядь. Шею, блядь. Пацаны, светите, пока его пинаю. Там уже, по-моему, этот болельщики собрались. Фанаты. Это будет великая битва. Половина уже есть. А тихо. Ой-ой-ой. Все, на что ты способен. Братан, у тебя минус половина хп, у меня еще все целое. Кто должен смеяться? Ты ж, блядь, а. На ты, сука. Где раз? Шел ты нахер. Это Mortal Kombat. Понял? Смертельная битва. Еще потихо снес. На, еще снес. Нормально, нормально, нормально. Еще снес. Вообще хорошо. Замечательно.
I'm over here.
Ой-ой-ой. Тихо, 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 тихо. За это ты сдохнешь. На. Сила на уровень. Блять, остался вообще крэпс. Просто крэпс. И обниматься к тебе не лез, пинать тебя лез, сука. Говно. Ты, блядь, турист. Ау. И нахуй, блядь, заебал.
I'll send you straight to hell.
О, еще всадил. Давай, вообще, по-моему, последний удар остался. Все, и нокаут. И Mortal Kombat закончен. Еще я ему всадил. Было чуть-чуть фиолетово, сейчас вообще не то. Да ёб твою за ногу, блядь. Ты долбал. На. Давай, последний удар. Сука. Да ёбана. Ты к нему подходишь, ты просто влупи ему, блядь, и все. На. Вот, сука. На. Блядь.
Gone weak at the knees, have you?
Да нет.
Chop you to pieces.
Охуел, слышишь, ну что ты там такой-то базаришь, блядь? Смело для того, у кого, блядь, уже хп нет нихера. На, блядь. Нихуя себе, боец. Включите мне песню Eye of Tiger, блядь. Я должен под этой песней завершить битву.
I'll slaughter you.
А, сука. Ты сюда, собака, блядь. Так, блядь, а? Уже выдаться должен был давно, блядь. Наконец-то, блядь. Аллилуйя. Ошибись, я победил. Что теперь? Я тебя уже отмудохал, спасибо. Неинтересно. Ну чё, падла, вставай. Стражи, чё? Бля, пизда. Меня спалили, что я своровал. Это была плата за победу, если что. О, ты уже стал, что ли? О, нихера себе, быстро ты. Так, стоп. Ну все, я же разобрался. Короче, возьму-ка я факел. Ибо не видно них. А, стоп. Извиняюсь. Я отпинал пня. Я думал, я с кулаком дрался.
I want to fight you.
What did I tell you? First beat wheat.
Сорняка
and
я
those
этих
three
поднял.
clouds.
А, их
And
всех
then I'll-
надо отлупить.
Got it?
Я думал, сперва сорняка, потом кого-то из той троицы, а потом...
Hey, you! Don't move a muscle. Surrender.
Все,
You've
я
committed a
сдаюсь.
violation.
Че не так?
Got you. And now I'll fix you good and proper. You'll soon learn what justice means. What? You dare to ask? Even if I ignore your other crimes, your brawling is reason enough for me to clap you in irons.
Да за какие
You
драки?
should have
Это же,
thought
блядь,
twice
это...
about what you're doing. That'll land you a fat fine.
All right, that's enough. Maybe you didn't realise, but I'm in the service of the Lord of Ratai. So you better keep that in mind.
Sure. And you think that makes you above the law? Think again.
Ай, хуй с ним, на, на, блядь. Забери, сука,
You purge
подавись, нахуй.
yourself before the law.
Будет ваша,
But
нахуй,
I'll be
деревня
keeping an eye
вкисать,
on
нахуй.
you.
Чем
You
да
can
хуя
be
приду,
sure
понятно,
of that.
черти вы, блядь.
And hand over all the stuff you stole.
Пошли нахер. Так. Пня я отпинал. Простой.
What do you want?
Что угодно.
Let's
Давай
fight.
драться, ёпта.
That wasn't bad. But let's see how you do with me.
Сука, высокомерная, блядь, падла, нахуй. Давай, нахуй. Вот, ну, конечно, их всех уюжить вот так.
I'll slaughter you. Not a good move. What's the matter? Come on!
Продолжай. Да иди нахуй, а. В ебучку прям зарядим нахуй. Ну, еще раз, блядь. Че, блядь? Ты пизделся, нахуй. Еще раз, блядь. Кто там у нас самый крутой, нахуй? Ну, куски, блядь, порву по конца. Ты пошел ты нахуй. Охуеть! Вот это красиво я ему, блядь, зарядил. Блядь, все-таки таланты делают свое дело, ништяк. Вообще красиво. Эй, блядь, знаете что, оставьте все свои 10 грошей. Я, сука, 350 грошей потерял за вот такой вот херни. Ну нахер, мне не жалко. Так. Где факел? Факел, мать. Так. Ну чё, сучата, кто сли... Не понял. А где все?
Why are you keeping me?
Да вы чё, хуй... Куда вы все свалили? Вы чё, суки? Я понял, вы все просто, блядь, это... Слились. Вы поняли, что я всех отмудохал? Вы все тупо слились, сбежали, как крысы. Ясно. Что еще можно было ожидать? И хрен с вами. Надо поспать. Иначе ночью это вообще, блядь. А, вот они, да? Сорняк. Ну, вы тупо все свалили. А, ну все правильно. В разговоре же был в разговоре было упомянуто, что они все допоздна. Они все допоздна дерутся, а потом уходят бухать. Да, вот еще один идет. Жертв. Так, пня я отпинал. Простого отхерачил. Сорняка отхерачил. Осталось еще один там тип какой-то. И этот, и кулак. Главарь. Ща, нахуй, поспим. И я приду дальше. Разносить мордами. Так, корчмарь, ты где? У тебя конорыч поспать? Нет? Нет. Ну, буду сидеть ждать тогда, чё? Не канает, если... Да не, наверное, не канает. Лучше все-таки поехать поспать, потому что энергии будет вообще мало. Я, наверное, сливаться буду быстро в бою. Тут же вообще все характеристики влияют. Сивка, погнали. Так, нам нужно ехать. Так, вот сейчас пойду. Так. И здесь... Куда я сейчас хоть завернул? Что-то вообще непонятно. А, все, понял. Сейчас вот здесь, да, дорога? Так, а сейчас где я? Ага. Возле моста. А вот он мост. Так, где-то... А, вот, все, тихо, понял. Вот он, корчма. Ох, Стивка. Извини, в комнату забрать тебя с собой не могу, я пошел. О, извиняюсь. А где моя комната? Open the door, bitch. Open up, FBI. Все, не канает, я здесь сплю. Так, стоп. Уже 2 ночи. О, до 8 сплю. Ну эти, конечно, молодцы ребята, блядь. Взяли такие, свалили. На игре они поняли, что как бы не вариант тягаться со мной. Не, ну последний вообще красиво уложил. Прям ништяк. Так, кстати. Блядь, сегодня еще пасмурная погода, да, дождливая. Ну ё-моё. Это печально. Художник по фрескам, а ты что здесь делаешь? Типа здесь живешь временно? Похаваем сейчас. Все, ништяк. Ну теперь можно ехать обратно. Что случилось? Странно. Давай, тип с мотыгой. Твой выход. О, блядь. Сбой в матрице. Странно. Наверное, еще рано для него. А точнее для его выхода. Что-то вас тут до хера стражников. Чего вы здесь шаритесь, блядь? По двое, по трое, блядь, на одном этом стоят.
Oh! Watch where you're going, you lad.
Ты что, дурак? Позорный столб. Блять, их что, никого еще нету? Так, стоп. А где я? Нет, не туда заехал. Блять, их нету никого. Сука. Да. Ротая. Что это такое? Ротая. Ну, как что-то даже не обращал на эти карты. Что это за карты? Чё? Хер его знает. Ротая опять. Что-то все вокруг ротая, блин. А мне же это книжки были, по-моему. Блять, надо починиться. Потому что что-то у меня уже доспехом херово. Так, ладно, ждем. Надеюсь, они появятся, или они ближе к вечеру появляются. Пиздец. Ладно, еще 2 часа ждем. Да вы что, серьезно, блядь? Ладно. Еще ждем. Хули делать? Больше ничего не остается, как ждать. Еще 2 часа. Ну, тупо день прохерил в ожидании этих типов. О, братухи! What's up, niggas? Так, тебя я отмудохал. Это и по тебе видно. Тебе тоже видно. О, ты у нас свеженький, ну давай.
God be with you.
Ага, давай драться.
Last time you got me good, but now it's time for payback.
Так, подожди, стоп. Блять. Ох, блядь, пропустил. Ладно. Я, значит, с ним дрался, блядь. Остался кулак. Сука. Ну ладно. Не, блядь. Ох ты, сука. Ну ладно. Во, сейчас хоть, блядь, видно, нахуй. Чё, куда, зачем? Это пиздец, блядь. Заебись, слушай, мне очень нравится этот талант. Вообще прям красава. Ты победил. Все. Ну, братишка, остался ты один. Давай драться. Я хочу драться. Что себе показал? Говоря, я не ожидал. А чё, сразу все? Давай. Сука. Давайте этот. Можно активировать на этого типа такой же нам. Быстро вынесу и все. Да пошел ты нахер, на куски он порвет, блядь. Дружка, видишь, он валяется. Ты следующий, нахуй. Так ты, блядь. О, уже дружок стал. Заебись, пропустил, братишка. Хотя, правда, ничего не отнял, но... На! На! Ой-ой-ой-ой, ничего, ты разошелся. Да нет. Че сразу? Что за оскорбление? Понять не могу. Я, блядь, молча дерусь. Ты, сука, молча дерись. Пошел ты нахер. Давай. На, блядь. Сука. А что за херня? Почему я ему в нос ударил, блядь? Мне даже ничего не отнимать. Давай. Отдышись, дружище. Мы не должны, нахуй, проиграть. На. О, сейчас отнимать. Давай. Да, блядь, а. Эмоции прям прут, конечно. Давай. О, тихо. Иисусе! На, блядь. Ну, давай же, блядь. Надо добить его. Сука. Да, блядь, а. На, о, нихуя. FPS чуть-чуть просел. Да, блядь, а. Да хуя ты, вот что ты стоишь, блядь? Тихо. Давай, дышись. Ах ты, сука, а. Ух ты, нихуя. На. Не, с этим будем долго драться. Он типа главарь у них. Да ёбана в рот, ты заеб... Да заеб... Я понять не могу, хули он хватается. Съебись нахуй. А, блядь. Заебал ты заламывать, что ты как крыса, ебашься нахуй на кулаках. Бокс, блядь, знаешь, что такое бокс, блядь? Ебись, в смысле, ебашь, блядь, в это. В морду и все. А, блядь, вот так, да, вот так. На, блядь. На. Ну, уже, по-моему, тоже чуть-чуть снес. Да пошел ты нахер. На, блядь. Мудак, блядь. А, сука. Не подходи ко мне, черт. Да пошел ты нахуй, а ты заеб... На, блядь. Ты получив ебучку свою нахуй. Дерьмо. Согласен. Просто согласен. Да пошел нахуй. Сука. Блядь, да разнеси ты мне черепушку, как в прошлом. Хочу тот талант активировать. Ох, нихуя пропустил. Шел нах. На, блядь. Как он сразу такой среагирует? Надо сразу. Вот ему с ноги уебал, он там загнулся сразу. На. На, блядь. Орёшь нахуй. На, блядь. Еще неплохо. А иди нахуй. Ровно половина. Ага, сейчас, блядь, сдаешь. Что, хуел? Блядь, пока с тобой подеремся, уже ночь будет опять. Да ёбаный ты нахуй. На, блядь. Не-не-не, нихуя. Ну чуть-чуть тоже снес, вижу. Пошел в жопу. Так, тихо. Отходим. Музыка просто эпик для битвы, блядь. О! По шарам заехал. Я не специально, братан. На, блядь. На, блядь. Ах ты ж, блядь. На, блядь. Неплохо. Not bad. На, еще раз тебе, блядь. Как неплохо, прям так заехал. Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй-яй-яй. Тихо. Ох. Ах ты ж, блядь, а какая. Так, тихо. Он меня вымотал. Вымотал меня, сука. Да иди нахуй, а! Да. Ай, да иди ты к черту, блядь, затрахал. В натуре уже день, блядь, заканчивается, мы все тобой деремся. Блять, а. Блять, как мне хочется достать лук и О, заебись, наконец-то! Все, охуенно. Так, журнал задания обновлен. Что у нас там? Все, я вас отмудохал, лохов. Где мой титул, блядь, чемпиона заднего двора, блядь? Братуха, вставай. О. Давай общаться нам. Поражение кулака.
That was pretty good. I didn't think you had it in you.
You were really good. I've got to hand it to you. Most lads don't make it past me. So listen, I want to tell you something.
What's that?
There are people here looking for really tough men.
Опа!
And I'd say you fit the bill. So when you walk through town this evening, if there's a light in the church, go in and wait a while. If they like the looks of you, they might.
То есть все-таки это было все не зря.
I'll think about it. Look here, lads. I hope I won't be seeing you around here again. Go and find some other place for your games.
All right. We'll go. But if you want to fight again, you're always welcome.
Да.
Bet you'll come off worse next time.
Конечно, блядь.
Farewell.
Все, пацаны. Расход, ёпта. Так, кожевник. Теперь твоя очередь. Ну я понял, тут либо А, либо Б. Все делаешь. Либо ты идешь по этому пути, либо по тому. Вот и все. Так. Ты не видишь, что ты уже спать пошел, падла, блядь. Я не собираюсь тут до утра тебя ждать. Ой. Не то нашел. Извиняюсь. Кожевник, сука. Ты где, блядь? Ёпта, где твой вход? Да, я понял. Ав. Эта сука ушла спать. Я понял, хорошо, ладно. Так. Отправляйся к месту вербовки и попробуй узнать, где находится лагерь. Ладно. Пока это сделаем. Да. То есть изначально он мне специально не говорил такой, типа, а тут как я их отмудохал, братишка, для тебя есть работа. Просто супер. Так, не понял. Что-то там про свет в окне было сказано. Что использовать?
Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done.
А,
As it is in
Amen.
What?
So, you've been looking for us, eh? What is it you want?
I hear you're hiring men who don't mind getting their hands dirty.
Is that so? And where did you hear that?
Taverns and the like. People talk.
Well, that's a pretty tale. But no one in any tavern told you to come here and wait, did they? So let's have it. Who told you?
The bailiff's man told me about you. The one who runs the fight club in the quarry.
Did he now? Well, I hope you trounced him. Bastard took my money at dice.
If you want, I can give him a proper hiding, just to show you I'm serious.
Spare me the boasting. I've got a test ready for you. Let's see how you handle it before you tell us how wonderful you are.
What test?
Nothing complicated. We used to take anyone who looked like they could keep their head on straight, but not now. Now you can only join if you do what we tell you.
Which is what? Steal something?
Nah, not theft. If you want to join us, you have to kill Pius.
Who's Pius? And why should I kill him?
That's none of your business. But I'll tell you anyway, because it's an instructive tale. Pius was one of us, but he fucked up.
How? Did he steal something?
Yeah, that was part of it. Stole some money, ran away. A few boys died over it. Showed a distinct lack of loyalty. And as soon as he's dead, you can join us.
I'll have to find him first.
You don't need to find him. We know where he is.
Then why haven't you killed him yourselves?
It's quite a test. He's hiding in a monastery.
With the stable boys? It's not hard to get into the grounds.
No, not there. Well, he would have been dead long since. He's in the, cloister, or whatever it is.
But only monks can get in there.
Just monks and Pius. He's an educated bastard. Seems he used to be a priest, but it didn't quite work out.
And how am I supposed to get into the cloister?
You'll think of something. Maybe there's a secret passage. I've heard there's some cave underneath. The cave of St. Procopius. There might be a way into it from outside.
And do you have any other ideas besides secret passages?
Well, there is this one fellow been hanging around the taverns. Supposed to join the monastery soon. Might be he could help you somehow. I'd try talking to him if I were you. And if he doesn't help, knock him on his ass and take anything he's got that you could use to pass yourself off as him. A letter of admittance to the monastery, or whatever.
Murder someone in a monastery? Have you gone mad?
Murder's a sin as it is. Doesn't really matter where you do it.
Yes, it does. I'd be spilling blood on hallowed ground.
Well then, knock him senseless, drag him outside, and finish him off where it's less sacred. I don't give a damn where you do it, just as long as he ends up dead.
And do you have any other test?
We're not hiring stable boys. We want men who are prepared to do anything. And this is the toughest task we've got.
So how many men have you already sent?
Just a handful.
And what happened to them? Did they hang?
Just the first one. The others turned tail. Guess they didn't have the stomach for it.
How will I recognize Pius?
He won't have been there long. He should be the only new one there.
But what if there are others? What does he look like?
Normal. He always went about well dressed and had a fine looking dagger.
Yes, except he'll be given a robe and they'll take his knife.
Then you'll have to try and figure out which one of the novices it is, and get him to betray himself. Try getting him drunk. Then send him straight to hell.
Get him drunk? In a monastery?
We're better. There's more wine there than in the royal cellars. And I doubt he suddenly stopped drinking.
Fine. So I've got to kill Pius. He's in the cloister, and to get into the cloister, I'll need to enlist the help of some boy who's joining the order, right?
More or less. And now the main thing.
The main thing is to kill him, isn't it?
Of course. But that's not all. All hell's gonna break loose in the monastery after the murder. So, either make sure nobody finds him, or hightail it out of there quick as soon as the job's done. But better if they don't find him right away.
And what else? Should I come back here afterwards?
No, no. Before you run for it, take his special dice and bring it as proof that you killed him. And if you can get him to tell you where he hid the coin, bring that as well.
Bring his dice and the money if I find it. And where should I bring it?
From the monastery, head east across the river. There'll be a swamp where you'll find a fire pit. Go there at night and light a fire. Make it nice and big and we'll show up. Take the dice and the money, and then tell you where to report. Got it?
Right, I'm to slip into the best guarded place in the entire region and kill someone. Take his dice and money, and then go to the swamp and wait by the fire.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Well, you can at least say a few Hail Marys for me. I'm gonna need all the help I can get.
And remember, we'll be keeping tabs. So don't you try to run off, alright? See you later.
Попахивает наебалом конкретному. А сверху что за тип был? Интересно, интересно. Блять, а как бы я ему рассказал? Что рассказать Рациху? Так, поговори с юношей, который собирается в монастырь. Ага. Где Раци? А. Так, у нас А, Б. Это ж С еще было, не? А. Понял. Что ты в рожу свистишь, что дурак? Так. Наверное, надо сперва доложиться Рацику. Ладно, не так. Ох, чё и меня сегодня тебе пиздюлят конкретно. О, прикольная ночь, когда путешествуют звездочки такие. Чё? Уклониться. Враг. Ускользнуть, сука. Да, блядь. Шо нахер, враг? Да, блядь, а. Пошел нахер. Блять, куда заехал? Блять, где? У меня паника. Ты заехал, хер его знает. Блять, что происходит? Да ёб твою мать, где я нахуй? Вообще не понял, как так получилось. Хрен знает. Так вот, прикольно сделали ночью, когда путешествуешь, такие звездочки. Да, нынче что-то много разбойников на дорогах развелось.
Good day, Henry.
Здорово. Здорово, здорово. Что он сказал? Добрый день? Так, они, наверное, сейчас все спят, да? Excuse me. Блять, не туда. Здорово, шеф. Ой, извиняюсь. Горожане. Блять, где мне? О. Не спится, да? О, не-не-не. Я так понял, он, блядь, храпит, наверное. Его нету здесь. Блядь, главное, горожане находят без проблем. А как мне так нахуй вскрыть? Логика мне. Ой, я же могу еще здесь спать лишь, да? Блять, надо пожрать. Что-то сытость вообще мало. Горожанин. О! Здорово! Стой! Да стой, блядь! Сука. Рация какая была.
Greetings. What do you need?
God be with you, Henry.
Sir, this investigation into the Neuhof massacre.
Che?
It's getting a bit complicated.
What have you found out?
I tracked down a gang of robbers who recruited killers for Pribyslavitz. They know the whoresons who torched Neuhof.
That's excellent news. Did you find out any more?
So far, not much. If I'm going to infiltrate them, I have to do what they say. That means murdering one of their former cronies, a fellow they call Pius. Apparently he was at Neuhof too.
You have to kill a criminal to prove yourself to them? Huh. I don't much like the sound of it.
That's not the worst of it. This Pius is hiding out in the monastery pretending to be a novice. I'd have to get inside the cloisters to get at him.
Good God above, that's another matter entirely. They don't let just anyone into the cloisters, and the abbot won't give up any of the novices. Secular law has no jurisdiction inside the monastery. But this is the second time that something untoward has happened there. First the counterfeiters, now this. I'd be glad to have someone take a look inside.
It seems like the only way to find Pius is to join the order. Damned if I know how, though.
A bit of meditation and learning would do you good. If it's really the only way to get to him, then you'll have to do it. I'm sorry I can't be of much help. Sadly, my relations with the monastery aren't entirely congenial. You'll have to figure something out for yourself.
What should I do with Pius once I find him?
Don't kill him. Bring him to the bailiff in Ratte. He'll interrogate the man and give him a fair trial.
It doesn't sound like an easy task, sir. Getting into the cloisters, finding Pius, and then getting him to the bailiff.
Far from it, lad. But I have confidence in your abilities. Good luck, then.
Охуенно, спасибо, шеф. Дело непростое, но я верю, что ты справишься. Действительно, блядь, аргумент нахуй. Ой, бля. Что я ей в лицо лишь добил. Так, надо пожрать срочно. Вижу котелок. А в нем жертву. Хуя он там засел жрать, блядь. Что ж загрузка пошла в игре? Ну сколько сыто сейчас? 61, маловато. Надо еще пожрать. Сейчас на выезде еще один будет котелок. Все, теперь ништяк. Ну, нормально, 86. Так, хорошо, ладно. Значит, нам ничего не остается, кроме как уйти в монастырь. А там еще сверху... А там сверху еще 30 задач. Так. Ага. Ну, погнали. Бля, сейчас по-любому здесь топорнут. Бандиты же здесь. Можно здесь топорнуться? Блять, нельзя. Ну, о господи. Не пугай меня так. Так, это никуда надо. Туда, по-моему, да? Да, туда, по дороге.
Yeah.
Так, стоп. Уже не туда уехал.
Yeah.
Блин, какой-то страшный, грозный. Карл. Так, мне надо тут найти типа, который хочет уйти в монастырь. Так. Блять, а кто из них? Может, вот это?
What are you here for?
Here you are. Good help.
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
No. Bye-bye.
А, Карл нужен.
Here, just as you ordered.
Это же был Карл.
Or give it a good slap.
No. You'll pray and try.
Вот он, Карл.
How are you?
Are you Carl by any chance?
I am. Why do you ask?
I've heard that you're bound for the monastery.
Yes. Yes, it's true. But I've convinced my faithful guardian, Manfred, to give me a few more days of freedom.
There.
Mind you,
Satisfied?
he won't let me visit the brothel. So instead, I'm devoting those days to the demon drink. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
My name is Henry.
Pleased to meet you, Henry.
Let's have a drink.
A man after my own heart. The drink's on me. And will my guardian angel here join us in imbibing? No, he will not. Perish the thought. My dear, dear lad, what a cross I have to bear. You know, after the tavern, we should pay a visit to some whores. But Manfred won't let me. Get rid of him. Been a pleasure.
We get a move on, because you stink like a beggar's armpit.
You're Manfred, the young lord's guardian?
Indeed I am. Why?
Please bring me something to eat.
I've been looking for you two for quite some time. I've been sent by the young lord's father with a message intended only for him.
So, I'm just to take you at your word, am I? But where's your seal? You haven't got one. And if you were a messenger, you wouldn't be idling about in this tavern.
I got 2 halves.
Get out of my sight, you fraud.
You must have a mighty thirst. Waiting here with him for days, just watching him get drunk, and not having a sip yourself.
There's no doubt I'd enjoy a drink. Heaven knows I deserve it. But if I dull my senses in the slightest, that rogue will surely get up to mischief.
So let's drink together. And if you start to feel unwell, I'll keep an eye on him. Like you said, you deserve some fun.
Forgive my rudeness, but you don't look like someone I could trust. I'll drink when my task is accomplished. Until then, I have a job to do.
Блять, он не так и не так не подается.
Would you let us have a word in private for a moment?
I would not. If I put my guard down for a second, he'll be gone. I have to keep my eye on him. Take care. You know you shouldn't drink so much.
Who are you to tell me what I should and shouldn't drink? You aren't the one bound for the monastery.
And that's precisely why you shouldn't drink so much. But I suppose they'll teach you temperance and humility.
They'll teach me fuck all. I want to live it up while I still can.
You shouldn't raise your voice like that. It's unseemly.
And once I get pissed, I'll go and find myself a whore.
You won't be going anywhere.
Here, enjoy it.
Блять, а.
You must have a
Давай
mighty
еще раз,
thirst.
а.
Waiting here with him.
There's no doubt I...
So let's drink together.
Forgive my rudeness.
Блять, нет, короче, не поддается.
Farewell.
Такую нах. Черт.
You've had enough.
You think? Well, watch this. Wench, pour us a pitcher and be quick about it. Keep watching. She'll be here in a moment.
If you drink any more, you'll need help walking out of here.
And where should I be walking to? Not even a team of oxen could drag me to the monastery.
Я так
If you
понял, он
get as
хочет
drunk
уйти.
as you plan, it'll be easy to take you there in a wagon.
Блять. А что сделать можно?
The service is a bit slow here today. What? You won't celebrate my final hour?
You're carrying on as if you're dying.
I might as well be. I'll be buried alive among those monks.
О,
What? Are you volunteering to get your head smashed in?
о, сейчас будет
See
замес.
that old man sitting at the table with the young lord? He said something about your mother. I think whore was the word he used.
What? He's not getting away with that!
I'd like my last hours of freedom to be memorable.
At this rate, you won't remember anything.
Oi, old man! What did you say about my mother?
Pardon me?
I said, what did you say about my dear old ma?
If she's as repulsive as you, I have no reason to speak of her at
One
all.
ale over
Now
here,
leave me
please.
alone before I put you in your place.
Put me in my place? I'd like to see you try. I gotta smash your face in, old man. Giving up already?
Опа, опа. Че, замес? Замес? Зашибись. Братан, пока замес, пошли пообщаемся.
Manfred's taken care of, just as you wanted.
Thank God. He won't let me out of his sight for a second, and he's itching to get me in the monastery so he can head back
Just
home.
as you ordered.
What if I entered the monastery instead of you?
What? Voluntarily? You don't look like someone who'd want to spend the rest of his days on his knees praying. Well, that's your problem. You could only enter the monastery if you know how to read and write, and if you have a special writ from the abbot. That's a letter confirming they know who you are and that they've accepted you.
So you give me your writ. I'll just tell them I'm you.
Manfred has the writ. You'd have to take it from him, but he only puts it down when he sleeps.
So I'll steal it and then you can disappear.
Disappear? Bare-arsed? What the hell would I do? I don't know how to work, I have no money, and that old bastard's even taken my cloak. He has me in the palm of his hand.
But there are poor people everywhere and they get by somehow.
If I have to choose between hunger and poverty on one hand and the monastic life on the other, I'm afraid the monastery wins. If I could only steal that old man's pouch, I'd be gone faster than lightning and no one would ever see me again.
Why does your guardian never leave your side?
So I don't run away. Of course, I'm free to walk around, but he watches every step I take and won't stop until I'm behind the monastery walls.
Well, he's not watching you now.
What good is that to me when he has all the money, and even my saddle and riding cloak under lock and key?
Why don't you just run away?
Bare-arsed? What the hell would I do? I don't know how to...
But there are poor people everywhere and they...
If I had...
Это я все читал, хорошо.
That's all then.
Farewell.
Когда вы уже там не деретесь?
What in a...
Hell! Arrest that thief!
Here,
What's the
just
hold up
as
there?
you ordered.
Come here, quick! There's a thief over there! Hell! Arrest that thief! Thief! Guard! Come here, quick! There's a thief!
I'd like to speak to you about something.
What's on your mind?
But he doesn't want to be a monk.
I know. Unfortunately, there's no other way. You see, he gave the Lord of Bukova an unwanted grandchild. He can count himself lucky he wasn't castrated straight away.
But normally you just need to pay some form of compensation for that sort of offence, don't you?
Yes, 1,000 groschen. But a boy would keep chasing after women, and who knows how it would all end. The monastery really is the safest place for him.
I hear you've got a writ signed by the abbot granting entry to the monastery.
Indeed I do. What of it?
I need it.
What good would it do you? You don't want to become a monk instead of him, do you?
Yes, I do actually. But I'll need that writ to do it.
Now that's funny. I've never heard such nonsense in my life. The boy must enter the monastery, and there's no way around it. If you want to become a monk as well, you'll have to earn your own place.
What if I give you a few shiny groschen for that writ?
You dare question my honor? I'm a faithful servant of my lord. Fists up, scoundrel. Bye.
Давай, заебись. Я уже нахуй 5 отмудохал. Тебя отмудохал, сука. Нихуя себе. Вот это боец, бля. А у него прям хп нахуй это. На минималках нахуй. Слушай, я его убил? Ёб твою мать! Я убил. Я не хотел убивать его, побрать хотел. Я не то нажал, вот честно, блядь. Это пиздец. Ёб твою мать, что она делала, а? Так. А где этот? Пиздючёныш, надо же ему кошель отдать. Карл. Что, живи?
Why? Why have you killed him? Manfred took care of me since I was a child. You monster! You'll hang for this! Go away!
A tankard of ale.
Fucking murderer.
Братан, короче, надо этого еще типа убрать.
Are you volunteering to get your head smashed in?
Calm down. I don't want any trouble.
Then get lost.
Блять.
Go away!
Как он узнал, что я его убил, а? Вот как он узнал, блядь? Пиздец. Ну реально случайно, блядь. Просто случайно. Да. Главное, чтобы последствий потом не было. Иначе жопа будет. Так. Тихо, брат-привратник, стой.
I'm Carl. I'm supposed to enter as a novice.
We expected you sooner. Weren't you supposed to come here with your guardian? It's been so hectic lately, people will keep turning up out of the blue.
He gave me the papers and left me at the gate. You must be used to that, though. I'm not the first novice here, am I?
But that wasn't very considerate of him, was it? It's been so hectic here lately, novices arriving one after the other. The last one didn't even have a letter, and you'd think his backside was on fire, the way he kept looking over his shoulder.
You took him without the letter? You didn't find that suspicious?
My guess is he wanted to hide from someone, but he's a priest and knows how things work in the monastery. So there was nothing to prevent him from being accepted, at least temporarily. You're a different case, though. Are you able to read?
Naturally. I wouldn't be here otherwise.
So then, are you ready to enter the Order of St. Benedict and renounce forever the temptations of this world?
I am.
Then you
Что
must rid
ждать-то,
yourself
конечно,
of
готов.
all your worldly possessions. Sell them or give them to the poor and needy or donate them to the monastery. You may not enter this place burdened by worldly goods. Inside the gatehouse is a trunk in which you will find monks' robes. Put away all your possessions and dress yourself in the habit. Then you may rest a while I go and see the prior to arrange matters for your acceptance. May the Lord watch over you.
Ура, я стал монахом. Иди сюда. А куда? Так, стоп. Вниз, что ли? Я извиняюсь.
Strange feeling being without all of that. I didn't realise how much I'd grown used to it.
Everything's prepared. It's time for you to take your vows.
Do I really have to wear this?
You'd better get used to it. You'll be wearing it for the rest of your life.
Я так понял, вот этот второй святоша, да?
Brothers in Christ, we have gathered here today to welcome a new novice into our midst. Dear brother, forget your former life and embrace your new vocation in the community of the monks of St. Benedict. Opus Dei, obedientia, obprobria, the service of God, obedience, and endurance of all discomfort. These are the cornerstones and succor of our order, which on this day shall become your own. Suscipe me, Domine, secundum eloquium tuum et vivam, et non confundas me ab expectatione mea.
Suscipe me, Domine, secundum in loquium tuum vivam, et non confundas
Поет она стрёмно мне, прям пиздец. Ну,
ab
вообще жестко, блин, как-то.
expectatione
Что он за херню поет, блин?
Accept your new name, Brother Gregor, and wear it with honor. Welcome, brother.
Да уж. Прикол. Так. Это все выполнено, понятно.
Welcome, brother. I am Antonius, a novice like you. I've been instructed to guide you around the monastery and tell you what you can expect and what your duties will be.
Thanks for helping me out during the ceremony. I had no idea what I was supposed to do.
You don't know Latin, do you? Don't worry. Work in the scriptorium will teach you fast enough. Why exactly are you here? Was it your choice? Or did someone force you to come?
It was my choice. For a common lad like me, it's the easiest way to get an education and do something worthwhile with my life.
It looks like we're both here for the same reason. I think we'll get along.
Would you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a novice and I'm here because I'd make a poor merchant. I like books and I want an education. Although I must say, so far the monastic life's been quite unexpected.
Let's go then.
Я хочу сходить посмотреть.
But before we do, here's a letter directly from the prior telling you all your regular duties from tomorrow onwards. Make sure to read it this evening so you know how things work. Right, we can go now. Follow me closely. I'll explain everything as we go. Remember one word: discipline. It's your job to work and pray. You serve the Lord now, not your own bodily needs.
Peace be with you, brother.
Монастырская иерархия.
This is the way to the dormitory, where we all sleep. You'll find a free bed there, which is now yours. Do you know the first thing the monastery taught me? To appreciate sleep. We rise before dawn every day. Takes a bit of getting used to.
Да, что за подрезон?
This is the garden, a place for silent contemplation and meditation. Centuries ago, this monastery was founded by the most esteemed of brothers, Saint Prochodus. His earthly remains can be found in a cave under the monastery, and his spirit wanders the corridors at night, punishing any misbehaving novices. So beware.
Страшно.
Here are the frattery and scriptorium, together with the library. These are the places where we work. Ora et labora. Pray and work. As a novice, you must always listen to your superior brethren, and above us monks are the prior and the cicatas, who punish every infraction. You know them by the canes they carry. Do what they say. This is the refectory, where we come together to eat. During meals, you must be silent. Only one brother reads aloud from the rule of Saint Benedict.
The rule is the only law we recognize, with the exception of those from God himself. If you break any of its precepts...
Ну, в принципе, все понятно.
The library, the pride of our monastery, a trove of learning. We don't just read books here, we also copy them. You too will learn how. And that's all. Today you are still free from duty, but tomorrow you begin work like the others. If you need anything, ask any of the brothers. We'll be glad to help you. And I recommend you get to know the other novices. You already know me. Then there is Siskin, Yodok, and Lucas.
Thanks for showing me around. There's a lot to learn here.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery. Are there any rifts between the brothers?
Yes. From the moment talk began about electing a new abbot, it's been like a hornet's nest here. Strange you haven't noticed.
Tell me something about electing the abbot.
Abbot Peter is old. When he dies, they'll have to select a new abbot from amongst the brethren. The candidates are John and Nevlas. And if you ask me for my opinion, Nevlas is definitely the right man. Unfortunately, no one cares about my opinion because novices get no say.
Блять, ну я не знаю, стоит ли его спрашивать сразу о святоше, потому что, блять, это может вызвать подозрение.
Someone takes care of the library, someone else the garden. The abbot supervises everyone, and in his absence, the prior. But it's the circators you should worry about. They're the brothers who'll make sure we observe the rule. They can be quite strict, so if you want to avoid getting punished, always act righteously and do your duties honestly.
Ну это все херня, мне это не интересно. Так. Ладно, хер с ним попробуем.
I need to make a confession.
I'm no priest, but tell me what you've done. It's probably nothing to worry about.
I'm here in the monastery looking for a thief. He had a hand in burning down the Neuhof stud.
You don't say. And who are you to take such an interest?
That's not important.
Why are you telling me this anyway? What do you want from me?
Perhaps you could help me find him?
The missing thief? If I knew anything, I'd tell you, but I suppose it must be one of the novices. I've only recently heard about the Neuhof incident, and all the other brethren have been here much longer than that.
I know. Aside from me, there are only 4 novices, but still, I don't know which one he could be.
3? Please, leave me out of it. And you're right that it could be any one of them. No one knows anything about Lukas. Siskin might be a lot of things, but a monk isn't one of them. And Yodok is a slimy worm. It wouldn't surprise me if he was behind that massacre. Actually, the more I think about it, the less I like that Yodok. He's a treacherous rat who'd do anything to get in someone's good books. The thought of Yodok at Neuhof sends chills up my spine.
There's Yodok.
Maybe you're right. It's not a pretty thought. Thanks for your help, and please don't say a word to anyone.
Don't fret, my friend. Your secrets are locked inside my lips.
Короче, понятно. Нужен Йодок. Пошли искать Йодока. Мне не канает тут задерживаться в монастыре. Надо срочно это сделать. Говорит нахрен. Ну-ка.
I'm
Мы с тобой
Gregor,
все равно
a
поговорим.
novice. I saw you at the ceremony.
I know. It was hard not to notice you.
And you are?
Lucas, also a novice. Don't get upset, but I don't want to talk to you. I'm happiest alone.
There's something I should tell you. Something secret. I'm looking for someone here in the monastery.
You're looking for someone? But you're a novice, aren't you?
I am a novice. At least until I find the man I'm looking for.
Why would you be looking amongst monks? You know, the laws of man aren't valid here. In the cloister, we're subject to divine law, the law of the church.
I'm looking for a footpad who's hiding out here in the monastery. He had a hand in raising the Neuhof farm. It's taken many lives.
I heard something about that. But why are you telling me all this?
Because you could help me. It has to be one of the other novices.
That can't be. Have you told the prior? What are you going to do to this man once you find him?
Talk to him. Then I'll see. Do you have any idea which of the novices could be the imposter I'm looking for?
I don't know, and I don't care to know. I wish you'd never told me. Now I won't be able to sleep at night.
Бедненький, смотри-ка. Короче, понятно, это не он. Просто... Это и как бы и не был он, скорее всего. Просто с ним поговорил. Подтвердил, так сказать, информацию. Так. Мне нужен йодок. Где этого, блядь, йодока теперь найти? Здесь нету. Я не могу, блядь, с капслоком ходить. Слишком уж медленно. Надо на спринте бегать. О, тихо.
These novices, they'd pull those idlers by the ears.
What have they done to you this time, brother?
They're shirking their responsibilities, leaving us, their superiors, to chase around after them, finishing what they don't.
Did you have to finish someone's weeding in the garden again?
Yet again. I've had enough of it.
Такой Беспалева послушал, они при мне поговорили, такие, мол, типа, вот какие хереши. Так. Так. Где мне послушников искать? Опа! Так, ты кто? А, с тобой я уже разговаривал. Ну, точнее, ты мне все показывал, рассказывал. Понятно. А, так, а ты кто? Лукаш.
Someone's been creeping around in the corridor at night. What am I saying? Creeping? He was stomping about like a bear.
That must have been Brother Cicada. He can't sleep and prays long into the night.
Peace be with you, brother.
Блин, ну тут заговорщики какие-то.
My name's Gregor, a novice.
You can call me Siskin. But are you here of your own free will, or is this a punishment? Although it's not important. Welcome to Purgatory.
Did you say purgatory?
You'll see soon enough. Soon enough.
Чистилище, охуеть. Так. Нет, наверное, не надо. Слишком много информации распространяется. Так, здесь он сказал, мы спим. Опа! Ну, здорово, Йодок.
Greetings, brother. I'm Gregor, and I'm new here.
Greetings to you, brother. I'm Yodok, the oldest of the novices. I hope you'll like it here in the monastery and that you won't get into trouble.
Trouble?
You're young, perhaps intemperate. You might easily stray from the rules of the order. I suggest you get to know the older monks. You never know when it might come in handy.
Can you tell me something about yourself?
I would if there was anything noteworthy to say. I'm just the ordinary son of a landowner, now a monk. There's nothing in my past, present, or future that anyone could find interesting.
Why did you join the monastery?
Because it was better than living in poverty. As the youngest son, I'm not entitled to inherit my father's estate, but he was kind enough to sell off some cattle and send me here. And you know what? I'm glad to be here. It's better than mucking out manure.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery. Well, that's all.
Ой.
Thank you for your time, brother.
Блять, не то нажал. Стоп, стоп, стой, сука.
What would you like?
И чё?
Listen, there's something I ought to tell you. There's a dangerous criminal hiding in the monastery, and I came here to look for him.
Ha! I knew it! He's a villain. Who are you, though? Oh, it's better not to ask, isn't it? It's always safer not to ask.
Never mind that. Who's a villain?
That's Siskin. I always thought he was an odd one, the way he carries on. But now it makes perfect sense. He's a criminal fleeing justice.
What are you talking about? You clearly know something I don't.
I'm telling you, keep your eye on him. He's no monk. That's what my gut tells me. And my gut's never wrong. What are you going to do to that fellow once you find him?
That's not your concern.
You should talk to the Circators or the Prior about it, not act on your own.
Or maybe you're the one I'm looking for.
Me? A criminal? Look at me. How could I be? No, my friend, you're accusing the wrong man. If you want my advice, the oddest one around is Siskin. That fellow was never meant to be a monk. He's hiding something from us.
Что-то...
No, I'm sure of it. It's you. A cowardly, filthy rat. A nasty, spineless piece of shit.
No, I never. It was Siskin. It's him you want, not me. Leave me alone. I never done you any harm.
Have you been to Ujet's to visit your parents' grave?
This year it's 12 summers gone since they died.
Time flies, eh? My Agnes has been gone now for 4.5 years. And it still seems like only yesterday she went to the good Lord.
Aye, you're right there. Life is short.
Интересно, блядь, получается. Антон...
Что?
Это опять Антоний. Блять, а где? Вот там ты где. Чиж мне нужен.
Talk to me, brother.
Окей. Поговори со мной, брат.
There's something I should tell you. Something you won't be happy to hear. I'm here to find someone and, well, to do away with him. But listen, it's not murder. Not when it's a man like him. He's one of the brigands who burned down Neuhof. He doesn't deserve to live.
What's he doing here? And who are you?
They call him Pious because he used to be a priest. When he found out a lot of people were after him, he hid away here. And as you can see, escaped suspicion. They sent me here to find him and bring him to justice. He's one of the novices.
So we have one outlaw and one assassin in our midst. This place is a lot more exciting than I expected. Do you know who it is?
Это ты.
Well, that's just it. It could be you.
What on earth makes you think that? My being unfit for holy orders doesn't make me a former assassin.
For now, you're the prime suspect.
That can't be true.
Nothing is true, everything is permitted. Isn't that so?
Are you some kind of lunatic, Gregor?
I've heard some unsettling news. I've been told you've lied about who you are the entire time you've been here. What do you have to say about it? Who are you really?
I don't have anything to say. If I'm not me, then you're not you. And that must mean we aren't talking together now.
Enough of that nonsense. Tell me who you are and what you're looking for here.
I'm Carl, or I was, and I was ordered here by my father. What do you mean looking for? I've no idea what you're talking about.
I can find out whether you really are the Carl we accepted here. If you are, no need to worry. All accusations against you will be withdrawn. But until I find out, you'll have to be isolated from the others.
Пиздец, блядь. Задание провалено. Ну охуеть, блядь, не, ну Как догадаться, кто из них есть кто? Они все мажутся, суть. Ну, понятно, что никто не раскроется, как бы. Блять, что делать? Это что, меня сейчас попрут из монастыря? И все, и мне хана?
While I was locked up, someone was making quite a racket in the cellar. Blind drunk, I'm sure of it. I wonder what's been going on.
Не надо мне красть. Почему нарушаю закон? Почему я нарушаю закон? Что за херня? Я ничего не трогал. Я ничего не трогал. Что за наедалово, блядь? Блять, оружия ничего нету. Ништяк. Так, куда мне идти? Что-то еще заблудился. Куда идти-то? Так, отсюда ушел.
Peace be with you, brother. Get out of my sight, you rat!
Ты, блядь, ебучка.
Mother of God, what are you doing, you wretch?
Сука. Блять. Зря ты меня ударил. Пришел такой, блять, это. Именно сказал, такое вытворяю. А что делать надо? Нихуя не вижу. Давай хоть вот так станем. Старейшин великого и славного города Пассау. Так, запись. А, проверки монеты. Так. Все, служба закончилась. Так. Я не вижу ни хера. А, все.
I've already given my boy a thrashing over this, but once I get my hands on the fiend with whom he cooked up this asinine plan, I will wring his goddamn fucking neck!
Calm down, my lord. You're in a monastery.
The insolence! Help him flee and then pretend to be him?
It's certainly an unfortunate incident, but there's no need for such agitation or profanity. We will take care of it. Ah, that's him! Stop him!
Now I've got you, you bastard!
Чё?
Fuck. If I don't kill Pius now, I never will.
Is that all you've got?
Я вообще нихуя не понимаю, что происходит.
Is that the best you can do? Come here, lily liver.
Ну что, одного вырубил? Охуеть. Хуя и убийца. Блять. У меня выбора не остается, тупо валить нахуй всех или что, прислужников? Что еще делать?
Aren't you meant to be in the monastery, lad?
You have no business here if you aren't a monk. Be gone.
Хорошо, я понял.
Are you deaf?
И нахуй. А.
You aren't allowed here. We won't go the easy way. We'll make sure you leave the hard way.
Блядь, где мне этих прислужников найти, короче? Я сейчас их всех перехерачу, да и все нахуй.
What was that?
Hey, you!
Здорово, пацаны.
Surrender!
Нихуя вас тут, братва.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
The forbidden books must be in that cabinet.
Is that all you've got?
Да, иди туда. Все, меня здесь нет, иди нахрен. Нету, нету. Все, все, я сдаюсь, я сдаюсь. Я сдаюсь. Да я сдаюсь, блядь.
Caught you. Now you'll pay for all your crimes. What? You dare to ask? Even if I ignore your other crimes,
короче, я понял,
your
да-да.
brawling
бабки-то
is
хоть
reason
есть?
enough for me to clap you in irons. It's jail for you, and I hope you rot there.
This is surely no way.
Sure.
Понятно.
Put me in jail then.
Окей.
Get moving.
Ненадолго?
I hope you rot there. And hand over all the stuff you stole.
Я нихуя не украл, вы чё, 10 дней. Ёб твою за ногу. Блять, что делать? Задание не выполнено, я все прохерил. Пиздец, 10 дней, да вы чё, гоните, что ли? Да. Пиздец, что сейчас делать? Хуй его знает. Блять, ну давай быстрее, что ли. Сейчас меня выгнали с монастыря. И все. Че, жопа? Как долго, а? Какой нахуй я опять закон нарушаю? Вы чё, блядь? И чё, блядь, и где я, нахуй? Зашибись, блядь.
Aren't you meant to be in the monastery, lad?
Ну чё, меня сейчас спустят в монастырь, что ли? Чё скрыть замок? Очень сложно. Что я, блядь, все нарушаю? Я вообще ничего не нарушал, блядь. Я хочу обратно в монастырь. Пустите меня в монастырь. Очень сложно. Ничего не понял. Стопы. Там где-то в округе есть... Там в округе где-то есть, по-моему, что-то говорилось про секретные ходы там. Ну, это вот эта вот дверь. Сюда нельзя, здесь очень замок сложно скрывается. Что здесь дверь? Здесь написано, что здесь где-то есть дверь. Чё? Крапива, не крапива, мне не нужна, спасибо. Я понял, вот это вот идет. Какая-то возня, непонятный проход. Здесь есть дверь. Тебе не ключик, блять. Как же попасть-то, а? Да, по-моему, никак не попадешь. Ой. Ой-ой-ой. Что за нафиг? Запрыгивай ты, блядь. Серьезно, блядь? Не можешь залезть?
Да!
Все, пиздец. Сейчас ноги себе нахер сломаю. Да ты чё, блядь, не можешь запрыгнуть? Ты задолбал, блядь. Ой, я херею, блядь. Запрыгни, сука. Аллилуйя, блядь. Короче, нужно научиться вскрывать замки. Сложные именно. А это надо с мельником. Ладно, пойду хоть свои шмотки пока заберу.
Aren't you meant to be in the monastery, lad?
Держу.
A monk's got no business out here. What happened to your vows? A monk's got no business out here.
А как мне попасть внутрь? Объясни мне. Что сделать нечего, но...
Aren't you meant to be in the monastery, lad?
Суки, впустите меня в монастырь, сволочи, блядь. Короче, единственный путь это взлом замка. Но он очень сложный. Ладно, хорошо. Так, давай сделаем так. Это уберем. Это уберем. Так, доспехи мои. Этот, наверное, уже одену. Так, надо... Надо подчиниться. А чё так много у меня вдруг стало этих? Так, ладно, хрен с ним. Блять, ну и путешествовать я сейчас не смогу, потому что я перегружен. И это очень печально. Естественно. Так, а куда мне можно починиться, поехать? Броник. Ладно, чё, сейчас поедем тогда так. Здесь броника нету. И это печально. Да уж. Тяжеленькое задание получается. Так, я куда поехал? Я, по-моему, туда, да, заехал. Да, надо выехать. Так, стоп. Вот сюда.
Я.
Блять, лишь бы ни на кого сейчас не напороться на дороге. Это будет вообще жопа иначе.
Я.
Здорово. Я уже вижу, я обруливаю. Так, мы правильно хоть едем? Угу, через самый пеш. Здесь, конечно, крюк надо сделать, чтобы доехать. Так. Сверяемся с GPS. Блять, не туда едем.
Я.
Я что-то, блять, вообще запутался. Мы здесь раньше вообще не ездили. Угу. Пока вроде все правильно. Че? А че, развернулся вдруг? Стоять. Стопы. Так. Это нам дальше чуть еще проехать надо. Блин, дайте мне вертолета.
I feel quite hungry.
Блять, что я нажал? Что-то я понять не могу. Как я раньше ездил? Что-то вообще какие-то не те пути, блядь.
Yeah.
Херня какая-то получается. Вообще, блядь, не понял. Что с дорогами, блядь? Ну ёб вашу за ногу, а. О, все, пиздец. Это что, мне сюда надо? Да, это надо сюда. Едем пока дальше. Что за звук? Да ладно, не орите, чё? Блять, хер разберешься в этом городе. Вот я заехал. Куда теперь? Вот по дороге. Сюда. Получается, что да, вот сюда. Все, уже почти приехал. Сейчас по полям проскакать. Вообще похер. О, замок вижу. Это сейчас что, у него живот проучал или что? Так. Все, правильно путь. А вот мы и на месте. Что ж, всем привет. Слушай, что ты меня можешь обучить? Скрытию замков?
Did someone steal your fancy clothes?
Какую нарядную одежду.
Would you teach me something about the milling craft? Like how to get things out of strangers' purses into your own?
Aye, why not? You're handy enough. No doubt you'll master it. Come behind the mill where we won't be seen. Take care.
Так, нет, стоп. А вскрывать замки, блять, кто может научить? Карманник мне не надо. Мне нужно вскрытие замков.
I'll stand here and pretend I don't know you're there. You try sneaking up behind me without me seeing you and take something from my purse. First, you have to rummage in the purse. The longer you do it, the better chance you have of finding something valuable, but also of getting caught in the act. Once you've found something you want, you've got to pull it out, carefully, but fast enough so I don't notice. Try stealing my dagger. It's there, mixed up with other things.
Так, подобраться к жертве, затем удерживать Y. Начать кражу. О, блять, а. Вот некоторые вещи из тех, что вы нащупали. Вы можете узнать, что это, используя Y. Затем, еще раз нажав Y, вы можете украсть предмет. Если вы опытный карманник и отлично определяете вещи, что есть... то есть вы полностью овладели умением эксперт, вы также сможете видеть свойства украденного. Так, еще раз.
Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. Caught you! If this was
В
for real,
смысле?
I'd be yelling
Надо
for a
еще
guard.
успеть выйти.
Try it again.
Я понял. Блять, это сложно. Это ебать как сложно. Блять. Так, стоп.
Try it again. Caught you. If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. That's the way. I hardly noticed you were there. I think you're ready to try it out for real. Best practice on drunks and sleeping folk, so you don't end up in jail before you even get started.
Thanks, Peshek.
You're welcome. But I'll be having that dagger back now.
Ты забирай. Не.
Can you tell me... That's all.
Пройти обучение.
I hear you're able to open locks without a key. Will you teach me how?
Certainly.
I want to achieve mastery.
You can't become a master overnight. You have to know almost everything before trying to achieve mastery.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
Wouldn't you rather learn the basics first?
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you. Now, pay close attention.
Это типа все обучение, тупо это. Короче, бабки платить, и он типа рассказывает. И у тебя типа меньше срыва вот этого всего.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
Wouldn't you rather learn the basics first?
Так я же изучил.
I'd like to hone my skills.
First, you have to have some skills to hone.
Ай, да ты заебал.
I'll think it over.
What am I to do with these things I pilfer? No one will buy stolen goods from me.
Buying and selling stolen. Not that I'd buy.
So if someone leaves...
That's the
Понятно, понятно.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right. Let's see what we can do about that. Take care.
Отмычки куплю. Все, блять. Сколько будет стоить? Хуйня война, возьму. Так. Лопата. Хера мне 2 лопаты. Полы нахрен не надо. Так, что еще? Нет, что одето? Обратно дай. Продать. Уверен, это нахрен тоже не нужно. Повязки пусть будут. Охуеть, сколько мне починить надо, я хуею, конечно. Ладно. Давай торговаться.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Well, we can try it.
Заплатить.
Since it's you,
I'd almost shake on that. Almost. All right, so.
Пачки 20 штук. Так, ладно. Отмычек я набрал, нужно теперь потренироваться.
Henry, I'm so glad to see you.
Здравствуй.
I'd like to know... That's all.
А чё, все, мы типа с ней это дело не имеем? Ну ладно.
Could do with a bite to eat.
Кстати, да, надо пожрать. Остановиться, отдохнуть. Так, все, ништяк. Блять, больше нельзя пожрать, да? Так, нам нужно обучиться вскрытию, потом вернуться в монастырь. Ладно, понятно. Что ж, друзья, предлагаю на этом закончить. Продолжим в следующей части. Надо будет по-любому пробраться в монастырь, вскрыть его как-то. Блин, ну надо отточить, конечно, мастерство вскрытия замков, потому что иначе я все опять обломаю. Господи, как их, блядь. Отмычки, да, отмычки все поломаю, блядь. И опять мотаться. Ну, в общем, в следующей части мы продолжим. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Всем пока, друзья.